back. I am making Pastalon today. You was with me with the last episode where I made the recadito. You remember this beauty right here? I made it because Chef ROD has requested my services for a few authentic Puerto Rican dishes. So that's why we made this, and actually everything that I'm going to be making for the next few days, we're going to be using that. So like I said, it's a great seasoning. But okay, now to what we're making, what I'm about to make now. We're going to make the pastalon. It's actually a Puerto Rican version of lasagna. Instead of using pasta, we use sweet plantains. You would be surprised. You know how they always say salty and sweet go great together? Prime example. We got the sweetness of the plantains and not really salty, but you know, as far as the meat filling and everything, that's towards the salty side, but it's a delicious dish. Okay, so the ingredients are some sweet plantains. I'm using ground turkey because I really don't do red meat. So I'm using ground turkey. We got green peppers, red peppers, tomatoes, onions, black pepper, salt, capers, sliced Spanish olives, tomato sauce, shredded cheddar cheese. You can also use mozzarella. I like cheddar. We're going to be using 1 egg, and that goes over the top with a mixture of a teaspoon of salt and 1 egg. I'll explain that to you later. And then, of course, our lovely recadito. Okay, as you see, I have all my ingredients set and ready to go because, you know, once you start cooking, we're about to make this ground meat. It goes 1, 2, 3, so we want to be prepared and have everything ready. First thing we're going to do is take some olive oil, coat our pan, our lovely sofrito. Now, it may look like a lot because there's nothing else in the pan, but you'll see once the meat and everything is put in. So at first we're going to put the oil, sofrito, onions, peppers, green peppers, and red peppers. Okay, so we have added our ground meat. I moved all the stuff to the side so I could swap it on top and then smush it into the meat and break it down. So we're going to do this until the turkey meat is fully cooked. Then we'll add our tomatoes, our olives, our capers, our salt and pepper. You might think that there's not too much seasoning in it, but you got to remember with the recadito we have our cilantro, black pepper, salt in that, olive oil, garlic. So there's a lot of seasonings in that, so we didn't have to be do too much on this. Okay, so our ground turkey is completely done. Now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. We got the tomato sauce, Spanish olives with the pimentos, capers. I got my salt and black pepper mixed in here together. Okay, we're going to let this simmer for a little while and let it thicken up a little. Okay, we have our meat ready, as you can see over here. That's good. Now we're going to get started on the sweet plantains. Now remember, we're using these as noodles. So we're going to cut them the long way, not the traditional way that you would if you went out to buy some plantains to eat. Slice it right down, and if your plantains are ready, it comes off beautifully, no problem whatsoever, as you can see. We're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to start making thin slices. Not too thin, but not too thick either. If you can see. And get them ready for the oil so we can start frying them. frying up these sweet plantains right here. Now, some people make it with the frozen kind where you could just microwave it and it comes out soft. I'm not doing that, so just make sure if you're going to use fresh plantains that you don't fry them up too hard, because you want to be able to mash them up to make sort of a crust, and it needs to be a little soft. Also, you want to get your pan that you're about to cook in ready. You want to spray the sides and the bottom of the tray, just so everything comes out at ease. I'm actually using olive oil cooking spray. Great. So let's see how this goes. And shortly we'll be putting our concoction together. I'm going to start layering. And if you notice, most of the plantains come out with like a little curve, so when you put it in a dish that's kind of curvy, it fits in perfectly. So you want to layer the whole bottom, and after you finish layering it, you're going to mash it so it becomes one. The best thing to use to mash, in my opinion, is a fork, but you can use whatever feels comfortable for you. That's what you always want to do when you're cooking. You do what feels comfortable for you. And then we just smash. See how it's smashing? That's what you want. You want it to, it doesn't have to completely go together, but you want to make sure the bottom of your tray is completely covered in sweet plantains. Now here we go to the scooping of the meat. See how beautiful that meat is? And it tastes delicious. We just tried it. Thought you wish you was here. And you do just like if you was making a lasagna, you layer it. In this case, we're only going to do 2 layers of each. Wait to eat this. It's going to be so good. After you put the meat in, you want to put in a little bit of cheese. Like I said, just like lasagna, just a little Puerto Rican twist to it. Now the next layer that we do with the plantains, you don't have to smash it, just lay it over. You see how beautifully it curves around the pan? So you just want to keep going around and have it all fit together. You have to overlap them, overlap. Not a problem. See how pretty? Okay. And then we go and we finish putting our meat on it. Let me move this a little closer. I don't want to make a mess. And you can see all the onions and the peppers and the olives and the cape. You can even see the black pepper. That's always a beautiful thing. You want to finish spreading. Make sure it's all covered. See how pretty that looks? And then you want to put the rest of your cheese on here. I usually use about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of cheese. For the top layer, you want it to be completely covered. Okay, now we're gonna scramble this 1 egg. We're gonna put 1 tablespoon of water, and you wanna beat it. Now with this, what you're gonna do, you're gonna pour it on. You're gonna try and pour it on over as evenly as possible. Okay? Now guess what? That is it. You're ready to put this in the oven. And because everything is already cooked, you put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. All you're really trying to cook is the egg and the cheese. You want the cheese to melt. Other than that, everything that's in here is already cooked. So it's just a matter of warming it up. So let's put this in the oven. And in 20 minutes, we'll be back and we'll find out how it tastes. Okay, now also make sure you put it in uncovered. When you're cooking it for the first time, you want to put it in uncovered. If you need to warm it up later, that's when you want to cover it with aluminum foil to keep the moisture. First time cook, uncovered. Warming up, covered with foil. All right. Okay, so our pastalon should be done now. Let's take it out and see how it looks. Delish. Oh, I can't wait to cut into that. This dish would be delicious with some avocado salad. Avocado salad will be delicious. I'll show you how to make that next time. Okay, so let's taste. Come here close up on this. I want you to see the layers. You can see it. I'm about to put another piece on there too. Okay, so let's taste this bad boy right now. Kind of hot. It's delicious. Delicious. You have to try this. You won't regret it. Okay? Well, thank you to Chefs in the Hoods for allowing me to come here and show off some of my cooking skills with our Puerto Rican recipes that we have. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you cook it, and I hope you learn to love it. Thank you.